Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to week 5 of Roleplay R&D Sagas of the Icelanders. Um, we were literally just like trying to figure out who's alive and who's dead
We don't even
because
know.
it's been 6 weeks, y'all.
And there's been a
So
death.
yeah,
Six weeks?
it's
Oh, wait.
been a
You know
long
what?
time.
It's been so long.
Let me see. Let me just look at my calendar here real quick. We can see if it's actually been 6 weeks.
I believe
Today,
it's probably been about 3 weeks, actually, Steven.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's been 5 weeks. Shit.
Oh, damn. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Well, you know what? All that matters is that Crendor was wrong.
Yes, which is the important thing.
I mean, I'm wrong half the time anyway. I just make it sound like I'm right.
A broken
That's the trick.
Crendor is right twice a day.
No.
So it's been a long time. In that period of time, we had some Gamescom action. We've had some other crazy stuff going on. Like, what have y'all been up to, Maggie? It seems like were you at Gamescom?
I was not at Gamescom, but I was covering Gamescom. I did
Oh,
YouTube's coverage of it.
awesome.
Didn't get to go. I want to go one of these days.
No, you don't.
Jesse, tell us more about why we don't want to go to Gamescom.
It is the largest thing I've ever seen. Like a like a mass. A mass. Oh no! Any woman there also agrees with me. It was. There's look, Shannon. There's no joking about this. It was
Yes,
a
there
mass, a pulsating mass of humanity, thrusting deep into the halls.
Pull a Jesse.
Of-
Tell me more.
Thank you. Thrusting deep into the halls of video games, and trust me, you don't want to be there. You don't want to be part of that surging mass. It is the worst.
Have you
The
ever
worst.
been to?
Is it just gross and sticky?
It is. There's so many people. Like I've never experienced a convention with that many people, just everywhere.
Have
Like,
you ever been to China Joy?
What's
What?
China?
What?
China Joy? Oh my
What
God!
is that?
It's huge. I think it's the biggest convention I've ever been to.
What is
It's
China
huge.
Joy? Hold on. What the fuck
It's a
is
gaming
China Joy?
convention in China. It's in Shanghai. It's huge.
Well,
like
China also has like 12 jillion people. So
yeah, like it's
That's-
the most
this is in
ridiculous
the
thing I've
middle-
ever
this is in the
seen.
middle of Germany, and it's just
The hallways just
Mhm.
never end. It just keeps going. The building.
100,000 people a day, something wacky like that. And it's just
That's
like
nuts.
walking like back, like shoulder to shoulder like this, and it's a mess. Just a mess. It
Sounds
is
awful.
hot and
I
sticky.
don't understand what that is.
Sounds like what is it? San Diego Comic-Con.
Mm.
San Diego Comic-Con's
Times
like,
10.
Like a lot
it's
of
like you
people.
just
Times
become a
10.
sea of people.
Imagine that. Imagine Comic-Con, having been to both, times 10. It's that big. It's so freaking ridiculous. Not a fan. Also,
See-
China Joy.
What is China Joy? What is that?
It's a
You said
gaming
it's a gaming convention in
convention.
China.
Yeah, in
It
Shanghai.
sounds
What's it?
Sounds
just
like
for
a fan
regular
site.
games, or
It's all kinds of games. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like,
So, have you
yeah.
been to China Joy?
yeah, I have.
Wild.
You went to China?
Yeah, I went to Shanghai.
Well.
How was it?
It was cool. Well, Shanghai is very interesting because there's like two different sides of the river, and like one side is totally different than the other. But it was cool.
Yeah, the other one's Shang Lo.
God
Oh
damn
my
it.
God,
God
Crendor.
damn it.
You don't want to know what it's actually called because then you'd probably laugh even harder.
Oh, no. What's it called?
oh damn!
So one part is called like one part
Yes?
is actually pronounced like Pusey. Just like
Okay. All right.
Interesting.
Like the character in
Yeah.
Orange is the New Black.
I know, like, Sam lived
Yes.
in China for a while, and he was like, yeah, I lived right by Fuke-town. But it was spelled like F-U-K.
Futown Pusey.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love living in Pusey and Futown.
Pretty sure I still have it. Yeah, I do.
There's got to be like some places in the U.S. where Chinese people are like, oh my God, have you heard of? I don't know. Durham, North
Johnsonville,
Carolina.
Iowa?
Right, yeah, Johnsonville. And they're like, oh, it's so dirty. I can't believe what it says. Yeah, it's got to be like that.
There's a lot of
That has
places
gotta
in
happen.
England that basically are named like cock swallows. Like,
Okay, that
true.
actually is a thing.
It's
yeah, that's a
true.
thing. Yeah. Yeah.
England has a lot of ridiculous names, like
Mhm.
big
And even to the
vault
food, we've got
Big
weird
vault.
themed food like
Vault.
spotted dick. So that's a
Yeah.
thing.
Yes, England's crazy. They have
No, but you know
wonderful.
what's stupid is they have Yorkshire pudding, and it's not pudding.
I've
it's
been
bread.
saying that for years.
Hey,
I've said that
hey,
for years.
Do we want to get in on this? Because I
But
can
wait.
fucking go on this
I
topic.
talked
it
about this
time?
on a panel in front of 1,000 English people. I was like, "This is stupid, and you're
You don't-
stupid."
Yeah.
Is
No,
it
no,
is
I
it
was-
even a bread pudding? Because like bread pudding is totally pudding.
All right, Stephen, let me describe this for you. All right.
Bread.
All right, yeah. Fill me in on this.
So imagine you went out for a Sunday roast, and it
Mm.
was wonderful. There was some type of meat. I don't know what kind of meat it would be.
Would it be
And-
roasted?
It would be a roasted meat.
Usually-
Okay, all right.
And then there's some vegetables and taters and all sorts of crap. But then it comes with a bread that is basically looks like a cup of bread, like a bread cup,
Yes.
and a bread cup. And then everyone at the table says, "That's Yorkshire pudding. It's delicious." And you say, "Oh, interesting. How do I eat Yorkshire pudding?" Like, well, you stuff all those, you put all that other crap in there with gravy and stuff if you want to. That'd be wonderful. I'm like, "Oh, okay, so that's the Yorkshire pudding." No, just the bread cup's the Yorkshire pudding. And I'm like, "Oh, was there anything in the
Jesse?
bottom of it? Is there anything that makes it pudding?"
Can we
Nope.
stop for a
It's
second?
a fucking bread cup.
Are you telling me that
Bread
you've
cup.
never had Yorkshire pudding before you came to England?
No, because no one in America is like, "Do you want a bread cup?" Because no one does that.
People in America should
Yeah.
be like that because a bread cup sounds awesome.
Fucking
Yeah, but
delicious.
if it was called a bread cup, it'd be
Yeah,
cool.
if it's called
Yeah.
bread
It's
cup.
not.
It's not.
It's not.
You know what's
pudding.
also
It's
also
like-
really good is bread sauce, which is actually also not bread. It's sauce.
What's the
And
matter?
it's-
What's the matter with that country? Aluminium? No one knows
That's
what
like-
that is. Chicken burgers? Chicken
Yeah,
burgers?
chicken burger.
Man,
Get out of
just
town.
the whole chips crisp thing is just crazy.
Even
y'all.
it's like the darkest timeline over there. I'm telling you.
It's so-
there is.
it really
you go to a
is.
you go to a grocery store. It's everything we have renamed. It's the
Yes.
exact same stuff, totally different names. It's like what?
Oh.
This is
I-
what an alternate
It makes no
reality.
sense. It's like if you called
It's
like
bizarre world.
if you called bacon English pickles or something. You'd be like, "What? That's not a
What?
pickle, or it's not English." Be like, "Yeah, but you know
English
that's what it
pickles
is.
are
You
called
can't just say
gherkins.
that's what it is and that it's
Gherkins,
stupid."
yeah, gherkins.
Yeah, there's no
so-
pickles.
Pickles.
So I did go to England once in my adult life. I went to visit a Games Workshop when I was working on Eternal Crusade. It was awesome visit, super fun. But it was like going to England was like a bigger culture shock than coming to French Quebec. Because when you go to the stores, you're just like you said, Jesse, everything that you know is there, but it's all named completely different. And like the way that British companies package their goods is completely different from the way that American companies package their goods.
That's true. Yeah.
And like the style of advertisements that you saw on billboards were like completely different from the style of advertisements you see on American billboards.
Yep.
It felt like I was in another dimension or something where people
It's
cared
a different
about.
reality. Yes,
Yeah.
it's so weird.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was.
We're just saying
wild.
you're the weird ones, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Not us.
It was weird.
Wait,
You're
who's
the
who's
weird
you? Who's you? I'm not British.
I
But
was
you're
referring to
in
the proper-
Britannia.
I was-
She's just there.
I was
She
referring to
just
the proper.
exists there.
Canadian.
You're the closest Brit that we have on
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah.
There's
You're
nobody
the
on stream
representative of
closer to
all
Britishness.
The Britons.
Take all of your actual complaints and just direct them at Total Biscuit. That's just
Yeah.
what we need to be doing here.
And
Just
Yeah, but
strip
he
it.
even
Someone
even
Except
he's
for
in
he doesn't
America
even
now.
live there.
He's
He
so
flew-
American right now.
He has
Send it to
abandoned the Britishness.
Sam Strippin.
Yeah, we need
Send
to,
him
we
over
need
to
to
Sam
call.
Strippin,
Let's
I
get
am
Sam
on.
on the phone now, and
Yeah. He went to a chippy today, so
I
he
saw
treated
that.
it like a
I
chippy.
saw that.
Yeah.
He wanted to get his overdose from salt from chips instead of from the people tweeting salt at him.
Legit, the first time I had an actual British fish and chips like meal, I actually went comatose about 20 minutes after ingesting.
Rednor had
it.
fish
I
and
actually
chips for the
passed
first
out on my
time
couch.
ever.
It was so
It's
good.
so
No, I've had
greasy.
fish and chips in
British
America.
fish and chips.
Not good.
Yeah,
It's
and it was
really
like
hard.
they're always okay. And then I had it there, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!"
It's
It's
good.
way
Like
better,
the
yeah.
fish
Chips
just
are
like
good.
it melts in your mouth, and you're just
But
like,
But then you
"Oh."
feel your arteries just like going like this. Like,
No.
No,
Like
no,
the
no.
spoils.
If you've
No.
trained your stomach and your heart in the deep south of North Carolina, your arteries feel like British fish and chips are like a nice light cleansing scrub.
Cleansing
scrub.
scrub. Just
Cleansing
imagine him like
arterial
using
scrub.
fish to cleanse something.
Yeah.
Not a good
Well, it's
idea.
fish oil, right? Fish oil is good for you.
Yeah.
Those omega
Moderation.
threes, though.
Moderation. is key here.
Omega 3s.
Vegetable
Those omega 3s, though.
Omega 3s.
And
So,
beans and toast too.
Steven, it's
So-
almost like we brought back what's in your mouth. Or what's been in your mouth. Yeah, almost.
Nice.
Almost.
So
We're
good.
close.
what was it? There was something
Wait,
recently
you were
where
just
I
eating
was like,
something right before the stream. Go
yeah,
ahead. Talk
oh,
about
okay, yeah, sure. What's been in my mouth? Chocolate covered almonds.
Nuts.
Oh my god, these nuts have been in my mouth. And they are good. Actually, okay. So I'm going to PAX Prime, right? And I just found this out very recently. Like I was talking to some people and being like, "Hey, does anybody have like an extra ticket to PAX Prime?" So I can't wait. I hope I get to see some of y'all there because that would be awesome.
I'm not going.
I'm actually going now.
I'm not
Yay,
going.
Maggie!
Yay, last minute
Boo,
going.
Jesse!
I ain't going.
So
Aw.
I'm gonna join in on one of the panels that Wizards of the Coast is throwing about streaming D&D online, and that's gonna be
Awesome.
super awesome. And I'm gonna get to meet some people from Wizards of the Coast for the first time. And I thought about that, and then just immediately, like a flash, the thought crossed my mind. I wonder how many times the people at Wizards of the Coast say D&D's nuts, and I feel like they do it all the time.
I feel like they don't do it at all.
I feel like
I
that
think,
never
like,
happens.
never. Like, really
I feel like they have
never.
a code against that. Yeah, I feel like that's
It's
not
gotta
something
be.
that happens.
Like, which
No.
do you prefer? Like, D&D or Burning Wheel? And they're like, D&D's nuts! Yeah,
Got him.
got him. Exactly. So, I'm going to have to do that when I go. Shannon, please. So,
Chat agrees.
Chat
agrees.
does agree. Chat,
Yeah.
man, God, you guys, I give you guys so many meme faces, and this is what I get.
Yeah.
Um,
Dude, you totally need an emote of yourself like, I too am in the industry.
Yes.
Like you need that one with that
Like,
eyebrow raise. You need
if-
that.
Yeah.
If I were a partnered streamer, all of my emotes would just be meme faces.
Nice.
It'd be amazing. It'd be like,
Wow.
that's what it would be all the time.
I'll make sure we never partner you then.
Yeah, exactly. We cannot have this on Twitch.
No. Too much meme face.
So, Shannon, what have you been up to in the 5.5 weeks since the last time we played?
That's a long time. I started streaming.
Your hair is purple. Let's start
Yeah,
with that.
yeah.
Can we
Yeah.
start with that? Because I feel like
Yeah.
It's
I
more
feel
of
a
a
little closer to you now.
lavender.
It is, right? I like it. I like it
Sorry,
more.
Maggie. It's more of a
Like-
lavender.
it's a shade. It's like we have many shades of purple, Jesse.
Is,
We're not
is
all
your-
the same color purple. We're
It is
very
very
unique.
lavender.
Yeah, don't melting pot us. God.
God, Jesse.
Is your lavender hair lighter at the roots than at the tips?
Yeah, like
That's
I found
wild.
that all of this right here has already started losing its color and going to that like blonde of whatever they bleached it because it's been raining. And every time I take my dog out for a walk, this part of my hair just gets wet. So
Watch
it's
cover.
already fading a lot of the top.
It's a pretty cool look, actually, because you got like the light lavender and then
And then
like
it's got
the
these dark
lavender
bits.
blonde. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're rocking it.
I'm okay with it. I actually I've never done anything this ballsy before. Like I don't get piercings. I don't get tattoos, like go to bed really early sometimes.
You know
Don't leave
how
my
we
house.
know you? Do,
So
You know how we know you don't do anything ballsy? Because you called that ballsy.
Mm.
The fact that you're like, I'm not doing anything that's ballsy.
Oh, the other
Proves
night
you're
I
not
went to
doing
bed
anything.
Mermaid
at
hair.
the other night I went to bed at 10:30
I
p.m.
went to
Really
bed at
breaking the
10:30.
rules there.
yeah, I'm a square. It was my birthday. I went out for dinner with Dodger and Strippin. We went and we ate food for like 3.5 hours, and it was glorious. And Jesse's really salty about that.
That
But
was glorious. We were like 4 blocks away. Didn't even
well, then
call.
fucking, you know
Didn't
what?
even call.
That's on you. You should
Didn't
have
even call. Nope. Nope.
Could have came
I
to his
didn't-
con.
Before.
Coulda came
Should've
to his
just-
con.
should've
You
just
could have
showed
come
up.
to my con. You could have come to my con. I had a whole
I
convention
didn't
in your
have any
country.
tickets. I didn't have any tickets.
You didn't need
Jesse,
tickets.
you've had that con since we've been away, right? Like CoxCon happened between last R&D and this R&D.
Yeah.
What was that like, man? I'm sitting over here like,
Your own con.
what could a convention
Yeah.
for a person be like?
It's
So
just a
tell
bunch
me.
of space butterflies, that's all.
It was sold out and it was crazy. And Crendor was there and TB and Dodger were there and Samwise was also there. And we had panels and vendors and exhibitors brought their games and people played. And we signed a bunch of stuff. We signed a lot of things. And then, the usual, people threw themselves at me, and Crendor stood in the way to defend me, to defend my virginal honor.
Then I got
That's
selfless.
selfless.
Nice guy, Crendor.
I'll
got
take this
trampled.
bullet for you, Jesse.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. Really, if I have to be true, Crendor literally stole the convention. From the panel where he was asked to describe British things that he never heard of before, to the games panel where he basically won the hearts and minds of the crowd by being as stupid as usual, to the panel where he and I ate hot food, and I realized he can eat anything and it does not affect him, so I totally lost.
I love hot food.
And
You like spicy food, as
yeah.
opposed to like food that is warmer than room temperature.
Yeah, like I've eaten habaneros multiple times, like on
God
streams just
damn.
for fun, and like
What?
I'm fine with it.
Have you
And
done the
then-
ghost pepper challenge?
No, because I don't care enough.
Here's
But
the thing. That's
I would
CoxCon
if I could.
2016. I'm beginning to have. I'm gonna
Make him do it.
all
Make
the
him do it.
crazy stuff. Yep.
I had a panel with Sam. It was me and Sam giving advice, and halfway through it, they brought Nando's, and I just ate Nando's on the panel while Sam
Was that
answered
the
questions.
agony ant one?
Oh yeah, it was that one. Yeah, it was literally me eating, and he was really nervous because it was his first panel, but it wasn't mine, so I didn't care. And I was just eating Nando's, just like, oh yeah. Some guy was like, question, could I have some of your Nando's? And I was like, no.
That's amazing.
And then Sam was just like, oh, okay. And then I made the Sam stripping song, literally the entire time.
Is that
I
what
got everybody
everybody's
to
putting in chat?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was like, oh, I'm Sam stripping. I am. Hail from the great UK. From a family of footballers, but I play video games all day. And then one side of the audience goes, I'm Sam Strippin'.
Sam Strippin'.
And then the other
Yes.
side goes, no, I'm Sam Strippin'. And they all go, I'm Sam Strippin', I am.
It's basically the new John Jacob.
Oh
Dick
my god.
is what it is.
That's
I like
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
And it lasted
That's epic.
all con to the point where by
Entire
the end
one.
Sam was like, even Crendor was like, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have made
Yeah,
that
it went
song."
too mainstream.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
Dodger apparently heard someone humming it in the bathroom.
I was
It's
humming
very
it on the
intense.
way home on the airplane. Once it's in your head, it's in your head. It's a very
Wow.
nice
Yep.
song.
Did the airplane did they all start humming along?
Oh, I think we were saying that
Mhm.
eventually, a year from now, we're going to go back and it's going to be like a bar chant. Like dudes are going to be singing it in a bar, but each town in the UK has their own third verse about a legend of Sam Strippin that is only unique to that town.
Yep.
Like
yeah.
about how
That's
like Sam
actually
Strippin
really
slayed
cool.
a seagull and then like crazy shit. I don't know. And
Slayed a seagull.
in Brighton or some anyway.
What is he doing? Why is he murdering
Right.
seagulls?
Okay.
Like, what?
He just fed them Alka-Seltzer by accident.
Wanted to make them into a chippy.
It's a drunk ditty that you sing at bars.
Yeah, the
but
old drunk
if you want to
ditty.
know how awesome CoxCon was, I think I posted a photo of a packed panel room of people listening to Dodger talk about cats. It was like 1,000 people listening to Dodger talk about
I heard
cats.
about that. Yeah.
About cats.
Wow.
So what-
I was-
hey,
Of
I was
course.
stunned. I was just,
Like-
I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. I don't
out
care
of curiosity, what was your turnout? Like, how many unique people did you have come to your 2-day convention?
We sold out, so I would have
1,000.
something crazy.
1,000?
Yeah, it's like 1,000.
And okay, so
Damn.
is that like everyone from the show floor also goes to every panel kind of thing? Or
Here's
most of the
the
panels?
thing. Here's the thing that's crazy. My assumption was that people wouldn't want to see every panel. Wrong. Everyone wanted to see every panel. So there were moments where the show floor, nothing was going. It was like
It was
completely
just
empty.
empty.
And then
Oh,
all of a sudden
goodness.
there'd be a massive flood of people, and so the vendors were like, "We don't know what to do." And I was like, "I don't know what to do."
Aw.
But what happened was, everything sold out in like the first day, in like the first couple hours. Everything that was for sale like sold out, and so I was
Wow.
like, "Well, anyone who came Sunday, I feel bad for you because they're in
Aw, that's really cool, dude. I've
That's
never heard
really
of anything like
awesome.
that. That's so neat. I really wish I'd gone.
I really
You-
wanted to go. I initially told
You were
Jesse, I was
sold out. By the time you and I even knew each other, you were already sold out of all your tickets. So I was like, oh well, I'm not gonna
Look,
like.
I could have
ask
made
for
an exception if you
nepotism,
came in a
so-
Jesse Cox cosplay. I'm just saying, if you came dressed in a Jesse
actually
Cox
have-
cosplay, I would have
I
let you
have
in.
a red beard. I could have done that.
Yeah,
saying.
that's true.
Just saying.
Could
my
have, like,
glasses
put on
kind
my
of look like
glasses.
yours. I think I could pull it off.
A lot of sexual
saying.
innuendos. I could have done it.
You
Yeah.
could have showed up. I would have been like,
Missed out.
who?
It's
Is that
you.
me? Oh, I would have lost
Oh my
it.
god,
I
is
would've-
that me?
I even got non-content footage of Sam talking to Dodger and being like, all I said was I wouldn't breed with her because it would mess up my pure bloodline. It's great.
Oh
What? What the fuck?
You heard it
I
here
had to
first,
tell
folks.
That's-
Hashtag
'cause
drama.
apparently she said she
That's
had
why she has
allergies,
so
and
many
he's like,
cats.
well, I don't want my kids having allergies. My bloodline is pure. I'm Sam Strippin, I am.
Wait, is this just one of your verses? God damn it.
No, I have it on video
Second
footage.
verse.
I'm
He's
waiting
Sam
for the right
Strippin,
time.
he
to
is,
upload.
he is. Bloodline is mighty pure. Oh yeah, no, there's a whole.
I guarantee his bloodline, his family is like the Lannisters. They're all Lannisters.
AKA terribly and
Yeah.
infuriatingly
And,
inbred,
like,
or
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
are they having sex with
Yeah.
each other? What's happening here?
maybe that's the
I don't-
Targaryens.
listen,
I feel
I don't
there's
know,
only two
but-
Lannisters. Who
Is
are
one of
saying.
is
into it.
one of Sam's arms like actually like made of gold? Like he's just no.
Maybe.
Probably.
I've never seen.
It's not an arm.
Surely one of the verses is about how he shits gold.
Shannon.
Yeah.
She's already got the Jesse thing down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need that. Wink.
Tell me more, Shannon.
And by the
Go
way,
on.
we totally skipped over it. But another new thing for me is I started working for Twitch. I got a job, so
Hey!
I forgot about that.
Hey.
Whoops. Ah,
What,
Hashtag-
what,
Hashtag-
She's educating
Hashtag
us.
roleplay
Foxconn
Yeah.
is just way more interesting to talk about.
collusion. Hashtag roleplay collusion.
You're
You're
the
now working with the man.
director of education? Is that what it is, Shannon?
Yeah. Oh, well, no, sorry. I'm the community.
What's your official
manager.
title? Community manager.
Yeah. So it's like an entirely new thing. I'm just gonna be making cool shit so that people can just learn how to Twitch better.
Awesome.
Basically how it boils
Can I
down.
ask you a question?
Teach
what's
me
up?
how to Twitch.
Shannon, how do you Twitch better?
Yeah. How do I Twitch better?
How do I Twitch better?
Also,
Are
can you
you
unlock
making it-
all my
are you-
emoticons so
are
I have
you-
like 50 emoticons now?
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
how do you have
yeah.
50
I can totally pull
emoticons?
Strings for you. Not what?
Wow.
Oh, you
okay.
have to have like 7,000 emotes.
Oh, like I do?
I mean, subs.
Ah,
Subs.
I have 50 emotes and it's so good. So good. Is that how you Twitch, Shannon?
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Shannon, you promised me you would teach me how to kappa. I'm gonna go do it in chat now.
Oh
Here I go.
God. Okay, it's
Uh,
great face, no space, capital G, capital.
Yeah. And you told me it would work with British and American spellings.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
What is it?
I'm just gonna like copy paste a whole bunch of them so that I look really cool.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
One
you
face,
did it
one
right.
face.
Those are totally.
Shannon!
Yeah. No, it worked. You're
No,
just not using
Yeah,
the
I
right
see it.
version of-
I don't see it.
It
I
What
totally.
see
the
it.
hell?
I see them.
Probably
I
just
don't-
doesn't work for the person
Why
Well,
doing
don't
it.
you
Put
just
some
Jesse
more in.
Kappa? Why don't you
Oh,
just
wait.
Jesse Kappa?
Is it
I see
is
them.
it kind of like when you type in your password, everybody
Or
else
Mad
uses it as
Kappa.
asterisks, but
Yeah.
you see it as your
exactly.
password?
See?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
exactly like
man.
that.
Oh my god.
Or
that's
Jesse
I don't know if that
Kappa.
works still. You should try it. Type it in.
All right,
Type your
here we go.
password in the chat.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, did you guys see it?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
It's all
Awesome.
asterisks.
Cool.
Alright.
Yeah. No, it would be a really hard one to guess.
Yeah.
And chat is ruined.
Yep.
This is the ultimate like plan of any Twitch staff is to ruin chat with a bunch of awesome.
Yeah,
emotes.
like
Yeah.
everybody spam emotes now. Okay, go.
Yeah.
There's
So
As Jesse has a Kappa, I have a Kappa.
I have.
Crendor has a
Look at my-
Kappa.
Has a Kappa.
Oh
We
my
all-
god, we have competing Kappas, Crendor.
I need Kappa Osiris.
It's almost like they were drawn by the same guy.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Crendor's kind of looks like Quagmire.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does.
Very much
Like
very
a
much like
lot.
a very high quagmire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a 1950s high Quagmire. Good.
Quagmire, she. Man.
Yeah.
Quagmire he is. I don't
Wow.
know. That's all I've
Right.
got.
It's not as catchy.
I keep waiting to look at the chat and see when JP's like, just get on with it already.
Yeah.
He hasn't,
It's totally gonna happen at some point.
he hasn't already.
Well, we got
Well,
5 more
Steve
minutes to
hasn't
kill.
covered
So
everybody else. So what about?
oh wait,
Yeah,
we have
no,
a
wait,
time limit for this?
what about Crendor? What have you been up to
Yeah, what
since
about
the last
me?
time?
Hey.
Since the last time.
Other
Uh,
than being
man.
the darling of CoxCon.
Well, before CoxCon, I
The
sat at
doc-
home.
Oxcon.
I made some videos. Went to IKEA a couple times. Great,
Did you-
great stuff.
Did you eat the meatballs?
I did not. I've already
Did you
eaten
get
them
the dollar
multiple times.
breakfast?
I go there so many that I don't need to do that all the time. I didn't get the dollar breakfast.
You
They
missed
have a
out.
dollar breakfast. What's the dollar breakfast?
Yeah, they have like a dollar breakfast.
Yeah.
What is though?
What's
It's like-
included?
It's like scrambled eggs and bacon.
Toast.
Man, but it's like
Yeah.
cafeteria
For a
scrambled
dollar
eggs.
though?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like $1.
All right.
It's because
what is the
you rack your
quality
own
of it?
tray.
It's
It's-
not very good.
It's not that great. Listen,
I was
all
about
I'm gonna
to say.
say is that their cafeteria is okay. It's not the greatest. I go there for the experience. I like to just sit in all the rooms and then just like go on my phone. That's the best part of IKEA. And you can pretend like you're in a different house every 2
Wait,
minutes.
what?
Hold on.
What?
I have a question for Crendor.
Yeah.
Question for
Yes.
Crendor. So when you go to IKEA, is it kind of like an existential experience for you? Do you find that you have like a sort of, it's like your spiritual touchstone, you know, when
Yeah.
you're sitting in the fake rooms?
Yeah,
And you like,
a little bit.
yeah? Aw.
It's like therapeutic.
That's so
it's very
nice.
therapeutic just walking through. Your
Just
blood
like-
pressure drops, your heart rate slows down. You're
That
just
was
like,
not
yeah,
my experience at IKEA.
yeah, IKEA.
Yeah, I'm like stressed out whenever I'm in a store. It doesn't matter if it's like IKEA or anything. I'm like, oh my God, I just need to like get what I need. I need to get out of here. There's so many
I love
people. I don't know
stores.
those people. I just don't want to be here.
IKEA
That's my
is one of them.
experience.
Office Max, another great store to go in. It smells great in there.
No, you know
Uh,
what store smells great? Home Depot. Oh my
Home
god.
Depot's another good one.
Because of
How
the
does
I love
that
Home
smell
Depot.
good?
Yeah.
Because
The wood.
the first
wood.
2 minutes when you step into Home Depot,
wow.
it smells amazing.
I
And
like
then it
candle
goes away.
shops. That's. I think they
Yeah,
smell
but those
good.
are like meant to smell good. That doesn't count.
Okay, hold on. I think I'm the only person in the world. I cannot stand the smell of Lush Cosmetics.
I don't know what that
What?
means.
Wait, what?
It doesn't
I've
smell
never
like
smelled
anything.
Wait,
Lush
what?
Cosmetics.
Wait, what?
I
What
can't
is
stand the smell of
happening
Lush
right now?
Cosmetics. I walk by it and I get nauseated. It's
You
just
said
it's
that. You
overpowering.
said that like that is an opinion everyone would agree with. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
No, no, no.
I don't know what that is
No,
either.
nobody would agree with me because everybody's always freaking out over Lush Cosmetics. 'cause it's
What
all
is Lush
good.
Cosmetics?
a
I don't even
British
know what that
thing?
means.
You guys don't know what it is.
No,
Oh
they
my-
have
I don't know what
Lush
that means.
is.
I
I
maybe
know
it's
what
like
Lush is,
Of
Shannon.
course you do, you weirdo.
he gets his cans off of a fucking truck.
Lush
Yeah.
is like they sell like soaps
Marmalade.
and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, soaps. Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
a soap store. They do soap
Yeah.
and cosmetics.
Oh.
And they sell like
I don't
weird.
really care
they
for
got
soap
the
smells. That they can be overwhelming.
JP
sometimes.
I like
says he knows
candles,
what
but
Lush is.
soaps.
JP
So-
is
Yeah.
a hipster.
Is
JP
it,
knows
is it
what
kind of
Lush
like the dollar store? Because that's where I get
All right,
No.
I'm looking this up. I thought it was a makeup
God.
store.
No,
I
it's
thought
not
it was a makeup store
store
too because I thought cosmetics and I was like, I
Right?
don't
And
know.
Lush, that sounds
Yeah,
That
it
sounds
actually-
makeup-y.
It sounds like posh.
Actually, it
makeup
sounds like
posh.
kind of a
It's
prostitute.
very posh. It's
Like
like
old, like an old whore. Call me Lushy Lou. Lushy
name is
Luann.
Lush. A lush is someone who drinks enough wine to get drunk every night.
And then gets in their bath apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is
This
like
soap.
They got bath
face
bombs.
creams and stuff. Oh.
It's
All right.
like ice cream and stuff. What?
God, y'all, we should plan a thing where we all go to the
just
same
talk
like
about
store, and then
talk about our experience.
yeah, and then we all come back together. We're like, okay, so I went to this place. Like, what did you guys
Container
think?
store.
What's the
The
layout?
container store is
Yeah.
another great one. It smells great in there. It smells
It's-
like
that's-
OCD
that's
organization.
Plastic making chemicals. That is cancerous chemicals you're smelling.
Mm-mm.
You're like-
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Can
smell it all
sometimes
day. I
smell-
smell it for like 10 minutes.
yeah.
And we
Wait.
really you only smell it for the first 30 seconds anyway.
Can we
Yeah.
take a moment to
Carcinogens do
appreciate?
smell good sometimes though, because like cigars smell amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Or like gasoline.
I want you all to
Yeah.
close your eyes. Close your eyes for a
Definitely
minute.
does
Close
have
your
a
eyes.
weird
Everyone,
smell that
close your
I
eyes.
oddly like.
Everyone,
I don't know.
Magic
Whoa, whoa.
markers.
close your eyes. Everyone, close
Okay.
your eyes. Just close your eyes. All right. Imagine with me here. Everyone in chat, close your eyes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, we're imagining. What
Think
are
of
we?
what-
There,
friend-
I'm next to you,
What are we
Jess.
doing? What are we doing?
No, that's weird.
Stop.
Think of what?
That's not good. That's
Think
not
of
good.
what Crendor said.
Okay.
He walks into the container store. So ding ding, the door's open. He walks in, and then you're with him right now. And then he goes and sniffs, looks around for 10 minutes, then leaves.
Yeah,
And
I
he
don't
has done
buy
this-
anything.
He's done this multiple
God.
times. If I was the owner of that store, I'd be like, "It's the crazy guy again."
That's
Like,
that's
who
that's
wouldn't
exactly
see Crendor
that's
as the
exactly
crazy
what
guy?
I want to do when I go to a store.
It's relaxing.
And it's exactly what we're going to do today in Sagas of the Icelanders.
Oh, segue.
Last time, what the hell happened?
We have issues being serious on this show.
We do.
We do.
So, like, last episode, let me see if I can, like, broadly paint some strokes here of what happened. Rovik and Scum were going to have a duel. We saw a quick flashback to like, the first winter, I think, in Iceland. And Rovik was there, and Hilda was there. Or what? Was Hilda actually there? It was definitely Rovik and his wife, Gunhild, and Ingebjorg. And I think that might have been everybody who was present. But basically, oh no, Hilda was there because she was. It was Gunhild and Hilda talking about how Hilda had killed Ingebjorg's son, who had apparently, according to rumor, a very small dick.
Super small. According to rumor, no. Everyone in town knew.
Everyone in town.
He was drunk, and when he pulled down his pants, they called him Tiny Dong.
Tiny Narwhal. Yeah.
Yeah, they called him the Tiny Narwhal, the littlest Narwhal. Is what they called him.
That's what they called him. And Gunhild, Rovik's wife, just thought this was hilarious. And then she immediately went and, like, laid all sorts of affection up on Rovik. And Rovik, I think you were just like, wife, you have to go into the back room now. Go. Here, I'm taking you into the back room. And then when you came back out, Ingebjorg had stormed out. And that's how we saw how Ingebjorg had developed this spiteful hatred of Rovik.
Yeah.
So the preparations were made for the duel and the sacrifice, and the Gothar Steinar came into town to be, like, purifying the area and setting up all of the proper sacrificial elements. Ingebjorg, in the meantime, like, stealthily prepared, like, countermeasures in the area so that the sacrifice would be blocked from reaching the gods. And also she sowed dark magics into the soil. When the duel happened, I think Aemon offered to take Rovik's place. The two of you had a little exchange where Rovik made it clear that he needed to be the one to accept this fight. The fight went down, and Rovik caught the worst end of a sword through his gut. Everything went to shit. Everybody went crazy. Hilda ran onto the pitch. Aemon ran onto the pitch. Who were the people who died? It was Vebjorn and Scum both got killed.
Yep.
One of my other guys got killed too.
Well, I think your guys were Scum, Vebjorn, and Coral. Did Coral die? I don't think he did.
Coral's dead.
Yeah,
Coral's dead?
Died. Yeah, Coral died.
Coral died.
Coral.
Vlad is the
Wait.
only guy that's not dead.
Okay, hold on. I've crossed off a lot of names too, and I'm very confused with who's
Ari
alive.
died a while ago.
I just roll
Scum
with the
died,
punches now. I don't even look at the sheet.
Bjorn died, and Carl died.
Yeah.
And Vermund is dead, right?
Yeah,
No.
Vermund was
Vermund is dead.
Vermund was killed by Rovik, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
The only people alive right
I
now
don't have
are
the
the
strike.
kids
Oh, no.
and the main characters.
It was
I didn't know
Ari
it was
who was
Jack.
killed by.
Yeah.
Oh, right, and then Vermund ran
Vermund
away.
ran away.
Okay.
And we
I
actually
was like,
don't know
I
if
didn't
he's
know he was
alive or
struck
not,
up.
right? So he might
Yes.
actually be alive. Okay.
Yes.
All right,
So,
cool.
Vermund.
It scared me because I'm like, I've been striking through their names whenever they
Yes.
die.
And much like George R. R. Martin, once we killed off half the cast, Steven introduced us to about 15 new
He introduced
characters.
us to like 10 new characters. You're like,
There were only 3, I think. There was Liot, who we finally met. There was Aslog, his priestess. And I think you met a guy named Otar, who was like an old man. Is that who it was? Do any of you remember that? I have the name Otar.
I don't remember
written down.
Otar.
I don't
Okay,
remember.
maybe
But I
I
do
had-
remember the priestess.
Maybe I had plans for Otar.
now we
Yeah.
have. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Doing those plans.
Yeah, so we flash cut 6 months forward to after Rovik died, because it looked like he was going to recover. His wife Gunhild was taking good care of him, and then she made an announcement to Gariholm that he had taken a turn for the worse, and she was going to bring his body up north into the forests to bury him. So Rovik passed away from us. In the meanwhile, Hilda and Eamon, both of your wounds were tended to and healed. I think, Eamon, your wounds were actually tended to by Ingeborg, right? And then we saw a meeting in the future at Midwinter and Midwinter's feast at Liot's place. And he's doing very well. He's got lots of whale blubber and whale meat from a whale that washed up on his shores in the summer months. He had a priestess there who sanctified the meal. There was a banging on the door, and a wanderer came in, throwing himself on Liot's hospitality. The wanderer was named Erland, and that is Shannon's new character. Though in befriending, I think, Eamon and Ingeborg, Erland insulted Liot's the quality of his food. I think you said it tasted tasted terrible. What Liot, of course, overheard, unfortunately, and he was furious and kicked you out. Said you could stay one night exactly, and then you had to depart with the rest of these other visitors in the morning. So, does that sound like it covers it for everybody?
I met a guy, and I don't remember what that guy was, but he was like a nerdy dude. And then I got drunk with him and drank him under the table, and then I kissed him because I was being a bad girl.
Yeah, that was Otar. Awesome.
I just enjoy that I got to say I was being a bad girl.
Otar, Smooch.
I feel good about that. I was being a bad girl.
Smooch and Hilda. All right, awesome. Ingeborg, does that basically cover everything for you?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Eamon, you think that covers it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can I just say in England, I saw where all the dead kings were buried?
No shit, all of them?
All of them. It's
Every
like King Henry the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th.
He went to Westminster Abbey, and he basically has not stopped talking about the dead kings ever since. And then he took his photo.
And the oldest door.
I was about to say he took a photo with the oldest door.
I did see the oldest door photo.
Yeah.
So the next time we play King Arthur Pendragon, Crendor.
Oh yeah.
I got to get you in on that.
Yeah.
Now that
I got stories for you, Crendor, if you like that kind of stuff.
Stories?
I can tell you about the Black Prince's coffin in Canterbury.
Shit, dude.
It's cool stuff.
That's where they got Canterbury eggs, too.
I think that's where the Canterbury tales come from.
Pretty sure you're thinking about Cadbury eggs.
Yeah, that's the one.
That also
Canterbury cream eggs?
Listen, it's all the same in the end.
I am so used.
I didn't have the heart to say anything, so I'm glad Shannon does.
I am so used to the Crendorisms. Every day I find a new the Canterbury eggs. Man, Canterbury eggs are so good.
Is that where those eggs with the toys inside of them come from? Also, Cantor surprise eggs.
Those are German.
Ooh, his boo.
Y'all are so mean. God, I can't believe
That's
it.
okay. Crendor called the conductor of a train the train captain. The train captain.
It makes sense. He's the captain of the train.
Oh my god.
The train pilot. Good.
Wow.
So, y'all share some relationships with each other. Let's go over those really quick. So, Hilda, what I have written down for you is you share blood with Gunhild because you're her sister.
Yo.
You are Thora's mentor. You are wary of scum, and Rovik needs you.
We changed it last time.
Okay, to what?
I share blood with Gunhild. I saved the life of Aemon.
Okay.
I love Thora, and Ref needs my help.
Love Thora. Yes. Ref needs help. And I don't believe you've checked any of those the second time around, because you did level up last time.
Yeah. I leveled up.
Cool. So I'm drawing my 4 boxes. So remember, the way this works is anytime you use one of your moves, either a generic move or one of your class moves, on one of the characters you share a relationship with, you check that relationship. Once you've checked all 4 relationships, you level up. So Hilda, you gain 1 bond with Gunhild, with Aemon, with Thora, and with Ref. So just make sure you remember that. Aemon.
I have a question. It's different for me though, right? Because I don't have relationships with people. I work on a different level, right?
Right.
So...
You gain a relationship with the first 4 people you use moves on, and you did use a move on someone last time.
Yacht.
It was Yacht. Awesome.
Yacht.
Lejot.
Lejot. That guy, all right?
Yeah.
Legit.
Eamon, for you, I have you fought with Hilda. Rovik gives you a roof. You want to fight alongside Ref, and you covet Ingrid? What is this? What does it mean?
Ingrid.
You covet the affection of Ingrid. I'm thinking Ingeborg. Yes.
No.
You covet the affection of Ingrid. Yeah, I know, right? Are those all still accurate? You might want to change Rovik gives you a roof. Now it's actually probably Gunhild who gives you a roof. Do you want to swap that?
Sure.
Okay.
Gunhild's like a hard badass now, running things by herself.
Yep. A strong Viking woman who don't need no man.
Shit.
Okay, cool.
Shut up, Jesse. Don't even. I know what you're saying with your eyes, all right? God.
What?
Ingeborg.
It's like, if only you knew.
Oh, God.
Ingeborg,
You don't want to get behind these eyes.
I have the following relationships for you. You've seen Rovik's future, which you certainly did.
Yes.
Hilda wronged you. You have a soft spot for Olaf, and you share a secret with Helga.
Yeah.
Would you like to change the one about Rovik?
Oh wait, I thought I don't have any with Rovik now.
Well, he's dead, right? So yeah.
So I have Hilda, Helga, Aemon, and Olaf. Isn't that 4?
What's your one with Aemon?
I don't remember.
Crap. So your previous relationship was I've seen Rovik's future. So you can either change the nature of that relationship to something else about Rovik. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense. Or you can change it so that you've seen someone else's future. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, I've seen someone else's future.
Is it Aemon, or have you seen Erland the Wanderer's future?
I think it's Aemon this time.
You've seen Aemon's future?
Mm-hmm.
Have you, though?
Oh,
You can't
no.
just say that. No, I totally seen it, though.
Why not?
Because
You got no reasoning. Exactly.
Crendor just wants to mess everything up and get someone else killed again.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him before this is done.
Krender's just
done.
it's
I'm
just
killing him.
machinations in the background. He's just pulling all the strings, man.
Before this is done, I will kill Crendor. I want everyone to know that.
He's really doing some kind of like voodoo stuff instead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so like let's see the homecoming scene when y'all return back to Garyholm. What is that like? I guess it's a deep winter, and y'all are all traveling by foot, so it's a long and arduous march. You've got all of your furs sort of wrapped around yourselves. Erland, you have a bond. You have a relationship with Liat, so let's make sure that we remember that.
I do. But actually, I want to kind of back up a bit and just before, because it's the next morning, right? And I was told I can only stay the night.
Yes.
I don't know how long everybody else is staying, but I remember that like Liat clearly doesn't like me, but I'm kind of desperate for not starving to death and freezing to death in the blizzard of Iceland. So I'm going to hope that Ingeborg's taking a liking to me is going to help me out and not kill me. So so I'd like to have like a moment where I can kind of, I don't know, direct my attention towards Ingeborg and hopefully appeal to her, more generous nature.
Okay, cool. Ingeborg, how early do you get up the next day?
I get up very early, before the sun has even risen.
What are you doing so early awoken? I suppose in the winter in Iceland, it might be like dark all the time.
It's probably pretty dark.
Yeah. It probably would be.
I think the sun doesn't come up in the winter in Iceland.
Oh well. I'm making tea.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're in the longhouse. You've maybe stoked the fire, down at one end. Put on a pot to make some tea. Okay. Yeah.
So Erland is going to smell the herbs brewing, and even though he ate the night before, which was his first meal in several days, I would guess that he's still hungry, and that smell just wakes him up suddenly. And he's very he's almost skeletal in the fact that he's so malnourished, and because he's also so malnourished, he's lost a lot of hair. Like his eyebrows are very sparse. He's got only little pieces of beard stuck to his face. He's lost a couple of teeth as well. And he kind of staggers over to where Ingeborg is, and he just sort of says, I would very much like it if I could have and share a cup of tea with you.
Yes, I can share my tea with you.
Thank you so much. You are the only person who looked at me as though I was worth something last night.
Everybody's worth something.
It is hard to remember such a thing in times like these.
I walk over to my teapot, and I grab my teapot, and then I get to I don't know what would you pour that? Are they like mugs? They have mugs
probably
where they have
like fired clay.
Yeah.
No handle.
All right, so I get 2 of those, and I put the teapot. I'm pouring it, and I'm like, so tell me of your story.
I actually crashed here in my boat some months ago, and I actually thought I would never see any houses. I did not know where things were. There was a storm that carried my ship far away, and I don't know how many miles I've walked. I haven't seen people in some time. There was once some small cabin, and they did not want anything to do with me. They feared me. So I continued to walk, and I foraged, and then the ground froze over, and I could no longer dig for anything to keep myself going. It is only then that I came across this place, and it is only from the owner that I have offended with his food. I do remember what good food tasted like back at home in the motherland. I do remember, and I miss it so much. And I have nothing here. And he just kind of trails off and looks at the floor and then just sips his tea.
I sip my tea as well.
Do you feel comfortable with this man coming to you, Ingeborg?
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable.
Nice. You hear a voice from another room in this longhouse call out, and it's a woman's voice, and she says, "Do you have room for a third?"
I look over, and who do I see?
You see the priestess. She's 18, 19. She's just shrugging on a fur, and she's stepping out of the back room. She's looking at you intently.
I'm like, yes, come sit down. You shall have tea as well. And I get another cup. And I pour some tea into it.
She stretches and yawns and comes and sits down next to the two of you, and says, she turns to you, Erland, and she says, "I am sorry for my lord's behavior last night. He is a proud man, and like all men, he can brook no insult to his house or home."
Oh, it is nothing for apologies. It is the apologies entirely are mine. I should not have said what I said. I only jest, and I forget my place. And he kind of hunches over and speaks very raspily and just gets winded almost at the end.
Yeah, she sort of she nods sagely and puts her hand on your shoulder, and then she just draws it back quickly, and she looks at you with a small concerned look on her face, shakes her head, and turns over to Ingeborg and says, "And you, Seathkona, how have you found my lord's hospitality this evening, this day?"
I'm like, I felt that he was quite hospitable to us. He let us in his home, and is very comforting. I enjoyed it.
I am glad. Tell me, Sithkona, are you a religious woman?
I believe in what I believe in.
And what do you believe in?
I believe that there are spirits out there, but I'm not sure which ones they belong to religious-wise.
Have you heard then of the gospel of the White Christ?
No.
So, these spirits you speak of, they are instead the spirits of the land.
I do not know where they are from. What is the gospel of the White Christ? Do tell.
Strange visitors from faraway lands bring to our shores word of a new God, of only one God, and of a Christ who was slain and then resurrected. You see like a strange look come across her face. She says, "Tell me, do the two of you know the story of Balder?"
And his gate? Sorry. Sorry.
Yes.
It's a video game.
Oh no.
I'm gonna get fired. No, I do not know this tale. Please, tell me.
Yeah, she says he is the god of light and of bravery, light and purity. He is a beautiful god, young, fair of face, with flowing hair. He would set a challenge to all of the other gods to damage him, for he was invincible and immortal, and there was nothing on earth that could harm him except for mistletoe. Loki, the trickster, sought for his downfall and spoke poison into the ears of his brother, who was blind, and placed a weapon in his brother's hand. Seeking to join the fun, his brother threw the weapon, but it was in fact a sprig of deadly mistletoe, and it pierced Balder's heart, and it killed him.
My goodness.
There are many religions over the world in which a god dies. And she turns and she looks at Erland, and she says, "But it is only this gospel of the White Christ that I have heard of, in which a god returns from death." It is a very strange story, don't you think? She addresses that to Ingeborg.
I say, well, which of those tales do you believe?
And she spreads her hands and smiles broadly and says, "I am young, but I know the will of the gods. I believe in Odin and Thor, Freya, Frigg, and Balder."
I nod and I'm like, as do I.
She smiles, down to the last of her tea, stands up and says, "Thank you for the care you've shown me this morning. I was quite chilly. Please, go at peace, and take care with the gods you serve, Ingeborg. Be certain that it is the ones you intend to serve, rather than some others you do not know." And she turns and strolls away. And I think that's a good spot for our first break.
Oh.
So let's take a 5-minute break. We'll come back in 5 minutes, going into hour number 2 of week number 5 of Sagas of the Icelanders.
Shit's about to get good.